Good evening. Welcome to Hungarian Public Media's News in English, Hungary Reports. I'm Híradó Tóth, bringing you today's news from Hungary in the Carpathian Basin. Let's jump right into it. The official commemoration of the 30th anniversary of the Pan-European picnic was held in Sopron, with an ecumenical mass that German Chancellor Angela Merkel also attended. Prime Minister Viktor Orbán said that free nations are the foundation of Europe. The German Chancellor thanked Hungarians for contributing to the defeat of a divided Europe.
Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, the mayor of Sopron, and members of the government welcomed Angela Merkel in downtown Sopron at the Lutheran church, where they attended an ecumenical mass for the anniversary. The Luther bishop Peter Kondor expressed gratitude in prayer for the possibility that Europeans had in '89 to once again live in a community together. During his welcoming words in German, a former minister and a Protestant pastor, Zoltán Balog, emphasized that we should be grateful to the people who worked for the freedom of European nations 30 years ago and even afterwards. We remember the initiators of the Pan-European picnic, who, as simple citizens in a dictatorial regime, had the bravery to make clear that European people belong together across borders and to celebrate it, he said. In his homily, Cardinal Péter Erdős said that 30 years ago, political opposition was replaced with the free meeting of European peoples. The Prime Minister emphasized that Hungarians have always believed in Germany's reunification. As he said, we knew that that was the only way Hungary could escape the Soviet sphere and join NATO and the European Union. Viktor Orbán thanked the citizens of Sopron for agreeing to break down the wall between Eastern and Western Europe. And we won't forget that 30 years ago on this day, together with our fellow German citizens, came together to break through the prison fence between Hungary and the free world, he said. Angela Merkel thanked Hungary for its role in creating German unity and stopped the divide in Europe. She called the Pan-European picnic a sensational event, adding that it has become a symbol of freedom. It shows that we cannot suppress the desire for freedom in people. It shows that we Europeans are brought together by our common values, and it shows how much we can accomplish together, the German Chancellor said, thanking the Hungarians who participated in the organization of the picnic, especially in her speech.
30 years ago, we tore the walls down so that East Germans could be free and safe. Now we protect the southern border so that they can continue to live freely and in safety, Viktor Orbán announced at the press conference after the commemoration. German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the Hungarian Prime Minister also evaluated bilateral relations. The central topic was the economy.
Commercial traffic between Germany and Hungary breaks records every year. Last year, this figure exceeded 54 billion euros, Viktor Orbán stated after meeting with German Chancellor Angela Merkel in Sopron. The Prime Minister reminded that Germany continues to be the #1 investor in Hungary, with 6,000 German companies employing more than 300,000 Hungarians. And another 17 new large German investments have been decided upon recently. The economies of the two countries have very strong ties, Angela Merkel emphasized. The German Chancellor talked about how Hungary uses EU funds wisely, which is clear from its economic growth, adding that Germany is happy to contribute to this with new job opportunities. And Orbán? Answering a question from a German journalist, Viktor Orbán sent word to those East Germans who may understand why a border fence was recently built in Hungary, even though barbed wire was already destroyed once back in 1989. To them, I would like to say that the reason why we destroyed the fence 30 years ago was so that they could be free, to live in safety. And now, 30 years later, the reason why we protect the southern border of Europe is so that they can continue to be free and live in safety, the Prime Minister explained. Viktor Orbán also emphasized that border protection is our duty, which we will continue to do, just like we've done before. It would be nice, though, if Brussels took some of the financial burdens upon itself. When it came to migration, Angela Merkel highlighted that free movement within the Schengen zone must stay, but for that to happen, outer borders have to be defended more. According to the Chancellor, Hungary and Germany's migration policies are not entirely different. Talking about Central Europe, Viktor Orbán highlighted the region now adds to Europe's economic performance, which means that the traditional German-French axis has now been complemented by safeguard the interests of the people of Central Europe.
Everything is ready to celebrate the country's birthday on August 20th. Activities started already on Friday around the country. There are thousands of people at the Avenue of Hungarian Flavors and the Festival of Folk Arts in the capital. The official state celebration begins with the hoisting of the national flag on Tuesday, followed by the inauguration of new officers, then an air and water show. Finally, the fireworks display will close the celebrations in the evening.
The Avenue of Hungarian Flavors is crowded with visitors each day. People who come here can taste the best foods from the Carpathian Basin. This year, the event's main theme is foods cooked over an open fire, but of course there are also roasts and sweets. There are more than 150 stands before the Castle Garden Bazaar. Long lines queued before the stand offering mushroom stew from Kartag. And everyone's curious to see the country's cake this year. Organizers have made sure that there are 40 to 50,000 slices available for the event. And this is the Buda Castle, where a market, shows and more than 1,000 craftsmen entertain visitors at the Festival of Folk Arts. The holiday's theme this year is shoes. Craftsmen make sandals and shoes out of yarn, wicker and leather. An exhibit presents their history and also shows that sandals are living their renaissance. One visitor even arrived to the exhibit wearing traditional footwear from Szeged. Meanwhile, pyrotechnicians have carried out the final security checks. Everything is ready for the traditional fireworks show on August 20th. Professionals have promised new elements, surprises and a beautiful fireworks display. Our novelty, something that has never before been done at August 20th celebrations, is our product called UFO. When it goes up in the air, it spins and leaves a trail of sparks behind it. In the end, it opens up and explodes. It's going to be a beautiful sight, the leading pyrotechnician said. According to forecasts, we won't have to worry about rain or wind during the celebrations in the capital, which means organizers expect around 200,000 people. Next to entertainment, safety will be the most important. This, just like in previous years, will be guaranteed by an operative team. Celebrations for August 20th will begin with the hoisting of the national flag and the inauguration of new officers. Later on, the Hungarian Defence Forces will organise a spectacular air and water show. The state celebration includes a Holy Mass in the Basilica, as well as the procession of King St. Stephen's Holy Right Hand. In addition, the folk festival in the castle and the Avenue of Hungarian Flavors also await visitors.
A Hungarian soccer player, Dánia Zsóri, has been chosen as one of the players who may receive FIFA's Puskás Award. The young forward delivered a beautiful goal with a bicycle kick at a match against Ferencváros in February and is the first Hungarian who could win the International Football Association's Puskás Award, which is given each year to the most beautiful goal. Fans vote each year on the association's website, and their votes decide which goals will make it to the top 3. Then a board of judges decides on the winner. Voting was opened on Monday, so Hungarian fans can already cast their ballots for Dánia Zsóri's goal. The Hungarian National Museum's Castle Museum in Esztergom is organizing the Historic Days for the 8th time this year. Families can put their skills to the test in competitions, can get to know music, weapons and clothes from the Árpád dynasty's era, and the bravest visitors can even participate in a celebration held for the king's soldiers returning home from a victorious battle. Organizers have also prepared a market and craftsmen for the long weekend. Mosonmagyaróvár has yet again prepared a 4-day festival to celebrate state founding King St. Stephen. Organizers have invited the country's most popular bands and performers to the St. Stephen Days, which is the largest free arts and music festival in the Szigetköz. Chefs will be cooking halászlé or fisherman's soup for 1,500 people on August 20th, and visitors can try out folk crafts on the main festival street. That's all for today. Catch the English news every day around 11:20 p.m. local time or stream it anytime online. Coming right up are M1's other foreign language news broadcasts. Thanks for watching. Good night.